Hey honey, it's me Thato, and today we are making these irresistible garlic bread rolls. Start by combining 1 cup of warm water, 1 cup of warm milk, 2 teaspoons of sugar, and 1.5 teaspoons of yeast. Going to let it ferment for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, add a quarter cup of sugar and a quarter cup of canola oil, 1 egg, and mix well. You can also adjust the amount of sugar according to your sweetness level. This step is optional, but I like to sift in 4 cups of flour and I adjust the consistency by adding half a cup more of flour if needed at the end of mixing my dough. If for whatever reason I feel that it's too wet, and I just add half a cup more of flour just to make it a little bit more firm. Then you're going to mix that through and combine your dough until it comes together. Once the dough comes together, you're gonna let it rest for 5 minutes. Then you're gonna go ahead and knead the dough for 10 minutes using an electric beater with hooks or by hand. Efficiency meets cleanliness with an electric beater, so that is just optional. Once the dough has come together, honey, you're gonna go ahead and oil your bowl and set your dough inside there. Cover with a dishcloth and let it rise for 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to make our garlic butter, and to do that, you're going to need some salted butter. I used 100 grams of salted butter, about 1.5 teaspoons of fresh chopped parsley, and 1.5 teaspoons of garlic. This is the only garlic I had, so you can add more if you wish. You're gonna go ahead and mix that through. Make sure that your butter is super soft so that it's easier to mix through and beautiful, just like that. Once your dough has come together, it has doubled in size, you're going to deflate it and make sure to knead it once more, no, just to make it soft again. And we're going to go ahead and shape our dough to look like that. Generously flour your surface. I'm using a very small surface, guys, that's why I use a chopping board. You're gonna place your dough on there and you're going to portion out using a knife depending on how you want your bread. This is going to determine how big your balls are, because we're going to portion out the dough, roll it into a ball, and then we're going to roll it flat so that we can create those beautiful designs. You're going to continue and form them into little balls, just like so, and you're going to flour them on top so that they don't dry out and they don't stick. Place them in a bowl or in a baking pan and cover with a dishcloth so that they don't dry out. Using a rolling pin or a glass, just like me, please don't judge, we're going to roll out each ball as flat as we could, but not paper thin. Once it's rolled out like that, you're going to go ahead and form it into a perfect square. Well, it doesn't have to be perfect, honey, but it's the thought that counts to make it look pretty. Once you have cut it into squares like that, we're using a sharp knife. You're going to go ahead and take your garlic butter and spread the butter on the dough. I like my garlic bread with the garlic inside and on top. It satisfies me and I love it. Okay, you should give it a try. Then you're going to roll it out into itself just like so, but you're going to roll it out halfway. Once you roll it halfway, to make those beautiful slits, you're going to take a sharp knife and make slits on the other side all the way through. Once you've done that, you're going to continue rolling the dough into itself, and you're going to see it's going to make those beautiful designs that we're looking for, especially on a Christmas table, honey. It's going to look extra beautiful and unique. Roll it into itself just like so. And then you're going to place it aside on an oiled and floured baking pan. You're going to cover with a dishcloth and continue for the rest of your dough. At the end, you're going to have extra dough from the shavings of the dough, and you can just form it into a ball, let it rest for about 5 to 10 minutes again, and continue the process. Once your dough is on the pan, you're going to let it let it rise for about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure to cover so that your dough does not dry out. And look how beautiful that looks. For that beautiful golden top, I'm using 1 egg yolk mixed with about half a teaspoon of milk. I feel like using the egg yolk just gives it a brighter, shinier, perfect golden crust. You're going to smear that egg mixture on top of your bread, and you're going to bake in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes until golden brown and beautiful, gorgeous like that. If you have some of the butter, or you can make more garlic butter, you're going to spread the butter on top of the garlic bread while it's hot so that it can absorb and keep it shiny on top. And that is how you make the recipe. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, perfect for Christmas. It's going to look unique on the dinner table, honey, and it tastes absolutely delicious. I served this with a grilled pineapple salsa and some ground beef. I hope you stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe and like, share with your friends, and I will see you on the next one.